Alright, it's not that difficult to demount a tire. Even a low-profile tire is a breeze to remove. But mounting a new low-profile, yep, it's a whole different ballgame. Welcome to Professor's Garage. Today I will show you the proper way to install a tire yourself with hand tools. Mounting low-profile tires can be a challenge, but you can do it with the right tools. If you found this video helpful, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. And do not hesitate to post a comment below if you have any thoughts or questions. Without further ado, let's get started. In a previous video, which I linked here, I demonstrated a 5-minute smooth process to demount a low-profile tire with 2 tire irons and 1 spoon. And you can use the same tools to mount a tire if it's a regular tire. And if you do it as a one-man project, these drop center clamps plus a tire iron will be super helpful. Always lubricate the rims and tire beads on both sides. With the outside of the wheel facing up, push the backside, the inside of the tire onto the rim first. This should be relatively easy, but just in case it's a bit stiff, you can use a tire spoon to help get it in. Make sure you have the correct orientation with regard to the inside-outside of the tire or its spinning direction if it's a directional tire. Start by pressing one section of the tire bead under the rim and then use a drop center clamp to secure it. Place 1 or 2 more drop center clamps to hold a larger portion of the tire in place. Now, away from the clamps, insert the tire iron under the bead and use the rim as a leverage to pry. Once this portion of the tire is in, you are very close. Simply advance the tire iron to the remaining section and pry again. The last section should be easy. And voila! The entire tire slides under the rim, and now the beads are ready for seating. You see, mounting regular tires is easy, even if you walk along with basic hand tools. But mounting a low-profile tire is a completely different ballgame. See how I struggled trying to mount my low profile. I felt I was on the verge to either damage the tire or seriously gouge the rim, so I called it off. In the end, please consider the following tips for mounting low-profile tires. First, you need to secure the tire in place so it doesn't move while you pry on the tire. Second, drop center clamps are must-haves to keep the bead in the correct position. Third, a duckhead tool is another must-have to guide and push the bead under the rim if you don't want to damage or scratch anything. And finally, a long lever or bar or tire iron will give you sufficient leverage to push the duckhead through. The ideal combination of these is a manual tire changer plus a duckhead kit. Here is what I got: a Pittsburgh manual tire changer and an aftermarket duckhead attachment. In my case, unfortunately, the duckhead kit didn't fit the tire changer. Long story short, the center pipe of the duckhead kit is too small to fit the tire changer center post for it to sit around and spin freely during the mounting process. I contacted the seller to improve their product. They were very responsive and promised to address the issue immediately by increasing the inner diameter of the pipe by 2 millimeters. I will update and provide a full installation tutorial on the tire changer and duckhead kit, so stay tuned for that upcoming video. For now, with this fitment problem, I was unable to utilize the full duckhead equipment, but it gave me a chance to show you that you do not need to have the complete set or perfect setup to mount a low-profile tire. Now follow the 4 tips that I discussed earlier. First, once I put the wheel on the changer, I place the centering cone and tighten the post to secure it in place so it doesn't move. The tire changer itself is not required if you find an alternative to secure the tire. Second, again, it's easy to push the backside of the tire into the rim and then a section of the top under the rim. Use a drop center clamp to secure that section. This is very important. Third, with the duck head attached to a pipe or something that you can hold on, press it onto the rim and use either a tire iron or spoon to pry the bead so that the bead ahead of the duck head goes over it and the section after is pried under the duck head. I hope this makes sense because ultimately you're going to push the duck head counterclockwise to mount the tire. So the one after the duck head should go under so you will be able to press the bead under the rim. Last, with the long lever such as the tire iron, you will have more leverage to push the duck head forward while holding it in the upright position. If the wheel is secured in place and you have leverage with the lever, the bead will gradually go under the rim when pushed forward. You see, my setup wasn't perfect, and the tire changer was installed on a piece of white board as the base, which didn't quite stay in place, and that's where my main struggle was. But even with that, I was able to push through and get the tire mounted in just a few minutes. In the end, this wasn't an ideal setup, but it nevertheless got the job done. Hope it gives you some idea about how you may do likewise without breaking the bank. As for me, now I have purchased both the tire changer and duckhead kit. I will improve it with some modifications here. The first is to mount the tire changer on the concrete floor so you don't need to fight a moving base while pushing the duckhead forward. The second is to wait for the updated version of the duckhead kit to fit the tire changer so I can be hands-free and focus on the leverage to push.
Yep. Ooh. Great.
Now the tire bead is completely under the rim. Stay tuned for the next video where I will show you how to seat the beads, inflate the tire, and balance it using a bubble balancer. There's more to come on this channel. I hope you found this video to be helpful and informative. Please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to Professor's Garage. If Professor can do it, you can do it. Stay dirty, stay safe. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and give you peace. 平安。